Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Well, I get every one of these I do, I get more and more radio, don't I? It's not my intent. We talked about Polymath a couple months ago when it was a quarter. But due to the nature of the YouTube and the nature of the homepage, anything I did a month ago is pretty well lost to obscurity. I've been getting a lot of questions and comments about Polymath, so thought it would be good to cover it again. I got a sub. In a nutshell, Polymath is a blockchain foundation for trading and legacy securities, and the way they're going about it is great. Anytime you get into securities, you will have the SEC sniffing around. Compliance, regulation, disclosures, all of these things have to be accounted for, and the SEC does not mess around, which is why I absolutely love the method Polymath has created. It's not up to them to ensure your security is compliant with all laws and regulations. It's up to the entity listing the security who has the responsibility to ensure compliance. Polymath is, you know what? They're the eBay of blockchain security trading. I was all over this one mid-July at 17 cents. It did well for me short term. It's going to do better for me long term. First to market tends to set the narrative. Polymath was first to market, and we will be discussing this one again from 30,000 feet again right after this. All right. At a current price of 56 cents at the time of this video, a 24-hour trading volume of $15 million, a total supply of $1 billion, and a circulating supply of 872 million-ish, Polymath is holding on to its market cap of just shy of $500 million. Now, for me, I like lower cap tokens for my day trading, but that doesn't really play into this video. I got back in after I sold my position during that wicked FOMO pump at the beginning of the month, second and the third. I sold at $1.10. I was back in at 56 cents, and I'm comfortable there. An odd thing happened once it pumped above $1. It was suddenly validated as a player. Now, that was pure FOMO. Make no mistake. Nothing fundamentally changed about Polymath over those couple of days. But once a coin pumps, regardless of the reason, the crypto market starts taking it seriously. It's validated. And not a Coinbase pump, but an organic pump. The perception changes, and traders start watching it close. Because if it did it once, it can do it again. Now, this is pure fallacy, by the way. But as a pragmatist, as a pragmatic trader, I embrace fallacy. It is for those reasons that I jump back in, but not just those reasons. The second big reason I jump back in is because it is white meat for me. I 6x'd that buy-in, and even getting back in after realizing those yummy profits. This is why we do it, guys, profits. Half of which went to AMP, by the way. I can secure my original position, still remain profitable, and wait for the next turn on this one. And there will be another turn because of Polymesh. Tokenomics on Polymesh is the interwoven set of mechanics for how the network protocol token, PolyX, is utilized on the blockchain. We like to think of PolyX as the fuel of Polymesh. It enables the creation and management of security tokens, drives PolyX holder participation through governance, and secures the chain through staking. Tie these pieces together, and an ecosystem emerges on Polymesh with PolyX at the center. Straight off their press release. It's right there. Polymath is becoming Polymesh, and that changes a lot about this token. It's been on the roadmap for a while, and it is anticipated that it will begin its rollout of the Polymesh mainnet in the third quarter of 2021 with a go-live date of October 13th. This was the official announcement from Poly. The incentivized testnet has completed trials. It was ducky, so it's ready. Also, from their press release, The Polymesh network will launch with 14 financially regulated entities acting as operators running validator nodes, with plans to continue onboarding new operators, customer due diligence providers, and various other service providers. The global community of operators. You guys ready for this one? The global community of operators includes eToro Capital, Tokenize, Marketland, Oasis, Genesis Block, GateNet, Script, B89, Digivault, Saxon Advisors, on and on. The requirement for operators to be permissioned, regulated entities is one of the many unique characteristics of the Polymesh network and ensures industry-leading security, efficiency, and transparency. Polymesh was purpose-built to incorporate identity, compliance, confidentiality, governance, and deterministic finality. Through key design principles built into the chain's core, Polymesh solves issues with public infrastructure, providing for the first time a chain built from the ground up to be compatible with capital market needs. Capital market needs. Capital market. Legacy. Where the money lives. Polymath to Polymesh has built a fundamental landscape with the tools and the governance to make this the go-to place for legacy trading, and like it or not, the legacy world is where most of the money lives. As this gains traction and more capital pours into it, the fuel for the Polymesh network, PolyX, gains value organically and sustainably. And you guys know where I stand on that. This is the way for foundational tokens. Huge fan. Anyway, I hope that answers those questions that I've been getting about why I am still in Polymath. From 30,000 feet up, that's where I live. This is beyond a slam dunk for me. But as always, this is not financial advice, and please do your own diligence. I'm in long-term this time. This one is going into the long-term wallet, and it's staying there. It's not a babe in the woods at all. Polymath has been around for years, but its time to shine is coming, and I will be there for it. That's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed Polymath Part 2. Live stream on Thursdays and member stream on Saturdays at 1900 Central. Cheers.